There was no need for him to tase him though.
What's your thing, Mr. Booty Hole?
Yeah.
I say both pineapples.
Yeah, it's like, don't tase me, that shit hurts. That shit stings.
Welcome to the Brocast, guys. It's just me and Jake for today's episode. We're still going to do the weekly ones. I just like doing these one-on-ones sessions. Is it session? Would you say session?
I know, we just do it because we like to exclude other people.
Yeah. It's a secret club. So, how you been?
I mean, I've been at college. Nah.
Did you work over the weekend?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Any funny experiences that you can share, apart from smashing Susan in the face?
Smashing Susan. I don't know where that come from. It's just a relatable like name to go to, isn't it? Like, and it just seems
so
like a
middle-aged 40-year-olds
woman who'd just like complain, you know, like, fuck off, Susan. But no, I mean, work was terrible. It was like kicked off so much. Loads of people complaining.
That's what happens when people are drunk, though, isn't it?
No, like staff argument.
Oh, staff argument, jeez.
Yeah, I'm like staff supervisor. It's like to my manager, and like we needed another person to help us, and she was like, "Oh, okay, having to get here," and he's like, "No, I'm taking this person." Starts dragging my mate out the bar, and he's like, feels awkward because he's got the manager saying, "You fucking stay in." And like, the staff supervisor, like, "No, you're coming with me." And then like,
are they both women?
No, one of the staff supervisors is Blake, and she's like, and then she said to him, like, she's like, "Remember, I'm your fucking boss." And he went, "You know what? Fuck you, you bitch," and just walked out. So yeah.
Wow, super professional, like.
Yeah, super professional. But I mean, no. So work was just busy and shit. I got like almost no time to game. I managed to play.
Oh god.
Managed to play a little bit of Smite, but other than that, it's fucking dead. Watched some Peaky Blinders actually. Watching a lot, catching up on a lot.
What do you like about that show?
Peaky Blinders, I don't know. I think I enjoy the Black Country accent.
Not a lot of people do.
Yeah,
a lot of people seem to take the piss out of it, don't they?
Yeah,
Like?
just that era. Just that era, that time period, like 1990. It was set in, yeah. No, 1919. It was set in.
Yeah, it was just after World War One.
Yeah, just after World War One, just before the second.
Yeah, it'd be the ending.
Yeah, it just after.
I'm probably gonna go. I did history. I should know this shit. Like I did the World Wars as like through the medicine through time and shit. Yeah. I should know it. But yeah, I think World War Two started 1939, but World War One was, I swear it finished in 19 or 18, one of the years.
I think it was 18.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about the show.
Yeah, it's quite sick in all fairness. I've been really enjoying it. Killigan Murphy's amazing as well. So.
What season you on, like?
Season 2 now. I'm coming to I think I'm like halfway through it.
Is Tom Hardy in it yet?
Yeah, Tom Hardy's in it.
He's in it now.
Yeah.
What about
fucking Tom Hardy's great.
What about the Jurassic Park guy, Sam Neill?
Oh, he's in from the start.
Oh, is he from the start?
Sam
as well?
Neill's in.
Isn't he like a big boss character in it?
Yeah, he's like an inspector. He's in from the first episode. He plays the part quite well. It's like an Irish detective.
I mean, my dad's watched a bit of it, and I've just like seen him.
I would recommend it. It's really fun. I mean, I do enjoy Killigan Murphy as well because he was Scarecrow, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. That he did. I'd love to have seen more of him in more of the films.
Yeah. But no, he plays really well. And Tom Hardy's just fucking amazing as well.
Yeah, he's a really, really good actor. But he's been through so much shit. Like
all the drug addictions and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, like I think he was admitted twice. I saw a thing when it was his birthday the other day. Like a video and it spoke about it. I was like, dude's been through so much and he's still coming out the other end, nearly 40. That's why he's nearly 40 now.
He's such a big bloke as well.
And he's been up there with some of the great. He's been with Leo twice. He was in Inception with him, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And
he fucking did Christian Bale, didn't he? He was Bane.
Oh yeah,
Tom Hardy was Bane, of course.
I love. He was sick as Bane, to be fair.
He's also got a TV series based around him now. I haven't watched it yet, but it's another old timey one set in England. Taboo.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
It was on over.
I've been thinking about
just after
it.
Christmas, I think, or during the summer.
Yeah, it was around the same time. It was like come to the time where Jekyll and Hyde had just finished, and like that had come out.
Yeah. Was that on BBC as well, Jakielee and Hyde, or was that on ITV?
Jekyll and Hyde was ITV because there was a big complaint about it. Loads of parents and stuff were complaining about it was on too early in the day, saying it should be after the watershed because of all the.
What is even watershed anymore? Like?
Yeah, because of all the creatures and stuff in it, and ITV were just like, nah, fuck you.
Yeah,
we own this shit. We're gonna run it when we want, and just did continue the same. They stopped it for a week, and we're just like, nah, we're gonna go back to doing what we're doing. So like when the Sun said we'll stop showing tits, and then like a week later they're like, tits.
Yeah. It's like that's a thing that like that does amaze me. what is even Watershed anymore? Like for TV, I'd say it's 9 o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in England. Like I don't know what it's like if it is even different in other countries because I did take a media course. But no, yeah, it's 9 o'clock. But like it's still like it's comes to the point that's like where do we determine like what needs to be shown after the Watershed now?
Yeah, well, it's like thingy.
It's like Simpsons is like a really bad influence program still.
Yeah, like you can watch Netflix. Yeah, you're right to that. Yeah, but like. Even like Netflix now, you can watch so much shit on Netflix and get away with like. There's no filter. Like there's no, unless you're like the kids version of it. There's no.
Well, it's so
filter
easy
whatsoever.
for kids to log into a different account rather than just their account, unless they're under parental guidance. What's to say they haven't like went into a normal account and watch what the fuck you want to watch? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like so easy now. Even YouTube, take it off restricted mode. You can watch everything. Like,
watch your fingers, booty hole, man. You know,
well, even like PewDiePie was supposed to be a kid-friendly guy, and then shit that came through with him, like
PewDiePie debate.
But now it's all restricted. It's all restricted and stuff now.
Well, yeah, because he was well, people say he's the main cause. He was a trigger towards like the apocalypse that happened.
Yeah.
Quotations,
apocalypse, Wall Street Journal or whatever it is.
Yeah, because a lot of people just backed out of YouTube because of the negative press and stuff coming from it.
I'm just open the window one second.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, like
I can see the mist actually.
What else have you been watching?
I haven't been up to date with One Piece, which is a shame.
How many seasons is it? Or does it go by episodes?
Oh Jesus, seasons. I don't know. I've been sticking to episodes. I've got a mate who knows what season it is on, but I believe they're in 18, maybe further, maybe less. Sorry if there's any weebs in this thing now. I just go by episodes. I know I'm on like
a lot of people do now. Like
I'm on 806. I mean, I stopped counting seasons a while ago.
I mean, like a small part of me wants to get into Super, Dragon Ball Z Super, but just I've not got around to it. There's so much stuff that I've kind of got on a list. Actually, something I wanted to ask you about was, do you ever have like a list of shit that like you want to watch, but you just something always gets in the way, and you not even just life stuff. You just like, I could watch that, but
or you're watching other crap, or like you're rewatching bits and pieces of certain things. It's like it does happen. Like I had like Peaky Blinders has been on my list for like since the first season come out. I've been meaning to watch it. I've only I started watching it last week.
It's like 4 seasons in now, or 3 now.
3 seasons in.
Isn't there a 4th one coming out?
Not yet. I think they're in the 3rd one. They're still making the 3rd one. They're still it's still being released. Like I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure on that. But like it's been on my list since like the season 1 come out, and like I've only just started watching it.
Yeah. That's like me with Death Note.
Death Note's been out for like
10 years, isn't it? 11 years, something like that. And
it's great though. It is great.
I'm about 19. I'm 19 episodes in.
It's only like a 40 episode anime, maybe.
Yeah. I like that because
everything's all wrapped up within it.
Yeah. It's like I don't have to think too much about it. But at the moment, I watched Attack on Titan a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. Love that, but I'm waiting for the dub version to come out.
For season 2.
Yeah, because I know it's going to come about. If I want to watch it on Crunchyroll, I can, but I don't really want to because Crunchyroll's ads really piss me off because they play the same ads.
Was it Crunchyroll or was it a different anime thing? I can't remember because I used to have the app on my phone. My friend had it as well. But it's like you'll go on it and it's like, oh, you've watched too much today.
That's Crunchy. Yeah, I think it might be Crunchyroll.
This is me off so much. It's like, no, I haven't watched enough.
Yeah, like
I want to binge.
Especially if you want to binge. It's like on Netflix. Netflix have that. They have that small feature. It's like, are you still watching? Yeah, motherfucker, I'm still watching. Like,
damn straight.
I'm still watching that shit. Like
another good series I started watching actually is Power.
Oh, I've heard good things about that. I haven't watched it. I'm not too interested in watching it, but I know that a lot of people do like it.
It's quite good. I mean, 50 Cent's in it as well.
Oh, is it? Yeah. I know. Isn't Common in it? Isn't not the Common? No. Common's not the lead. No. The guy looks like Common. I had this discussion the other day. It's going to piss me off until I know the guy's name. But he was in. You ever watch Gridiron Gang?
Yes, I love that film.
He with The Rock and that.
Oh, no, exactly. You're on about
the guy that he's the guy who's
the
like
gangster, the one who shoots the kid at the football stadium.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Gridiron Gang. I watched that so much.
I've watched it like.
I've
4 or 5 times at least.
I've lost count how many times I've watched it. Honestly, I love the film. I've got it on DVD. I still watch it occasionally. So if like there's a spout where my internet goes down, and I've got like I can't be asked to watch anything, like dig through my DVDs. It's like fuck it, let's throw it on, hang on.
I mean, there's just certain films that I can just watch.
It's ludicrous, isn't it? It's not ludicrous. It's
Exhibit.
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah. Exhibit's in it. He's like
he's only in brief bits, but he's still
He's like a kind of not a main character, but he's
a
in
main
it,
side.
Yeah, and it's just like something that's proper funny to think about, like.
Just Dwayne Johnson as well.
Yeah, he's
fucking
getting better.
beast.
He is getting better. Like,
He's a beast.
He's getting better as an actor.
Mm.
I'll see his face and he'll pop up.
Yeah.
Amari Hardwick.
Yeah.
That's the guy. I swear it's him that's in Power. Yeah,
it is.
It's Amari Hardwick. It's him, and yeah, I've heard really good things about it. Like,
it's been good so far. I'm in the second series of that again. It's like stuff like I'll start watching stuff and then like it'll get prolonged for a bit, but then I'll come back to it and binge watch the rest of it.
Yeah, is there any like certain genres that you just are automatically drawn to that you'll just watch no matter what it is, like no matter what the genre is or how good or bad it is?
No. Generally, I'll watch anything that interests me. It's like doesn't matter on a specific type of genre. I mean, I'll watch all sorts. You know what I mean? I'll vary from anime to fucking watching Big Bang to watching shit like Game of Thrones, and then I just double about and find enjoyment in more TV that way. Like, How I Met Your Mother was a great fucking TV series.
A lot of people hated it. Like I loved it for a period of time, but like I think it kind of. And it kind of outstays its welcome. I didn't
feel like it did. I kind of feel like, as much as I love Big Bang Theory, I feel like that is being pushed close to its limits.
I don't watch it anymore. Well, I watch it whenever it's on, but I'm not.
That is being pushed really close to its limits now. How I Met Your Mother ended series 10, was it?
Yeah, because they like wrapped it all up and they introduced to his mother, their actual mother, how he met his mother. To say, but like Big Bang, it's kind of like
it's getting drawn out really big now. Yeah,
and it's like credit to those like TV shows that can go for so many seasons that with the writers and stuff and still keep it kind of fresh.
I think it's Jim Parsons, if I'm saying his name right.
Yeah, Jim Parsons.
Yeah, I think he's like, because how he plays Sheldon, he draws a lot of people.
I mean, there's a spin-off show now, isn't there? There's young Sheldon.
Yeah, Sheldon as a child, like. But I mean, Big Bang did lead to like a few of their careers going up. Like, I don't know the guy's name, but the guy who plays Leonard. I mean, he weren't in a great fucking film. It was a pretty shit film. He was in The New Ring, for example.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he was actually.
Just move this.
He was actually a professor as well in The New Ring film. But I mean, it was a dreadful film. But he's moving up in the acting world, I suppose.
Tries to turn the microphone to its face.
Jim Parsons in the Muppets movie and stuff, didn't he?
Oh yeah, as well. But he did a couple of voiceovers for Jim Parsons as the film Home.
Yeah. He did some voices for that. Yeah.
I mean,
he did another one as well.
Don't you think it's weird to see people that do voice acting like that as celebrities, but then you see like the celebrities of voice acting, like Tom Kenny, who's I'm saying that right? Tom Kenny does SpongeBob.
Yeah, and Tom Hanks is like fucking Woody.
Yeah, like,
and Ellen from the show Ellen is Dory.
Yeah, and like you go from people like when we were talking, I think we talked about it in college about voice acting like royalty.
So one of the best voice actors he's definitely got to be Robin Williams.
Oh, mate! So I was so sad when I found out he died because Aladdin's my favourite movie. Well, it's in my top 3. Like it goes, it's a combination of like Aladdin.
He was just such a good voice actor. Like he was so many people, Popeye, fucking Aladdin. Because he did do a Popeye spin-off, didn't he? Or was he?
I think he did. He incorporated it into his act that he did when he was stage touring.
That's it. And then like he also did a film recently. We saw one of the recent films with Simon Pegg.
Oh yeah,
absolutely anything.
Oh yeah,
he was the dog.
Really? What was the dog? Oh,
he was the dog.
He was in Nightmare Museum as well. Nightmare
at the Museum. Yeah, he was Teddy Roosevelt.
Mate, that's man.
It's sad to see. Like, I mean, it's not sad. It's good to see that Keanu Reeves is still going as well for the shit that happened to him.
Oh yeah, because his wife died.
Like, it's got been so emotional. Him going through like.
What happened to his wife? Was she died
in a car crash?
How did she? Jesus.
I'm pretty sure it was a car crash, and then like his child died as well.
I don't know if he got remarried. I don't know if he has.
I don't think he has.
But he's fucking killing it at the minute. Like,
but the thing is, he lives a normal life. He doesn't spend loads of money on cars and stuff. Like, he donates pretty much most of his money.
Like, he's killing it in some of the films. Like, John Wick was fucking incredible. I
But
loved it.
the thing is, like, how emotional would that have been for him? Because it's about, like, his wife passing, and it's a dog.
Probably had an influence on it. Like,
it's the dog that she left for him and stuff, and like that has got to been hard to, like, you know, carry that out as a film after all those events happening.
it adds more depth, though, doesn't it? Like, it's not when you explain to someone,
because he is that character, I suppose.
In an extent, like if you could say, like
Heath Ledger was a druggie and he was joking.
Oh man, that's another one that pains me.
I know, there's so many good actors. It's fucking.
But then it just shows that people are human.
Like Snape.
Like, oh yeah, what did he die of? Was it a heart attack?
I can't remember how he died, but the last film he did as well was Alice Through the Looking Glass.
Was it? I thought he did. Was it like an overhead? It was an army one where he played like a general or like an officer thing, and it was to do with Jessica Chastain in as well. It was like Overwatch, something like not talking about the game, but the film. I'll put it up. What was the guy's Alan Rickman? That was it.
Yeah.
Alan Rickman. But yeah, it's just so many people that.
Yeah. Do you know it's kind of disappeared from the acting world as well? Shia LaBeouf.
I think he's doing more method type stuff.
Didn't he get arrested? He got arrested.
Yeah, he got arrested for saying that we will not stand or some shit like that when it was to do with Trump being in, like, he did like he was doing like an endless live stream, and he had a go at this like Nazi that came up saying like neo-Nazi or someone that was just dicking around. Yeah. He had a go at him. What did he do? Oh, pancreatic cancer. That's what Alan Rickman died of. So it takes people. That's how shit life is, and that's why
it shows that some actors are still fucking like human. Do you know what I mean?
That's why I wanted to make this podcast and talk about just shit like this, like talking to you, talking to everyone individually, because when you're in a group, it's a bit harder to kind of talk to one person because
opinions get overshadowed. Like,
yeah, and it's like I can actually get to know you, and also everyone who watches the podcast gets to know you a bit more.
Yeah, I'm a dick, by the way.
You're not that much of a dick.
No,
I'm a bit of a dick as well.
I'm more of a cunt. If that offends anyone, I don't really care.
So, anime. I know you watch a lot of anime.
I don't watch. Everyone says I watch.
Okay, I say it.
Anime. So I watch One Piece. I mean, I've watched Death Note. I've watched Dragon Ball. The list is going on now. Yeah.
Did you watch Pokemon?
I watched Pokemon as a kid.
Yeah.
I don't watch it anymore. I'm re-watching for the Yu-Gi-Ohs now. Let's see.
What season you on?
I'm in season 2 of the original series.
I'm
just
on.
Go through it before.
You'll probably catch up to where I am. I'm on the battle that that Joey has with Marek when they're on like the semi-finals of Battle City tournament, and then Kaiba's like, "I'm going to take your god card," and he's
love the way that Kaiba's like, I've already beat Yugi. It's like, no, you threatened to commit suicide. It's like he was like, it's like, win the duel and kill him, or let him live his sad little rich life, and like fucking.
That's why it's Kaiba. And then he goes on about
when he throws
never beat me.
Yeah. when he throws the blue eyes at that guy's head as well. Say hello to my blue eyes. He just throws a card at the guy's head, and it like just knocks like a big chunky remote out of his hand. It's like it's a fucking playing card. It's like they're standing at a dock. The amount of wind that's gonna be there, he's gonna throw the card and it's just gonna fly into the sea.
You know, when you throw something, it just
like the little flicks and lands on the floor like a fucking shitty piece.
It's like Ninja Star.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I was like, Jesus, alright. It's like what he's made of, fucking carbon fibre. But
that's the show. Like the show does like when you overanalyze the show compared to the card game, it is quite funny.
Yeah,
it is really funny.
It is fucking hilarious.
Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, we're quite back into it, aren't we?
We are getting back into it. I mean, hate to say it, but I was the trendsetter for it in the class.
I mean, I think I remember talking about it when I did the Brocast before with my friends and stuff when we were in it, and I still had the same decks then, and I'm just updating decks now and stuff, and it's super. I don't know what to say about how to explain the game to someone simple. Like, I know that's simple-minded, but like how to explain it simply, because when you say people say, "Oh, it's just a card game."
You need some form of intelligence to play. I mean, it does challenge your mind. It's like, as you put it, it's like a game of chess almost. You have to think strategically and where your next move. You have to think ahead of what you're going to do. I mean, yeah, it's not important to fucking life, but I mean, a lot of people have a lot of hobbies that aren't important to life.
Yeah.
Just a fun thing to pass the time until
we were talking earlier about Warcraft, weren't we?
Yeah, that fucking that took like over a year of my life. That did though.
Really?
I used to play.
I've never got into. I got to like level 10, and that's about it for me.
Oh no, when I was playing, I think the level cap was 90. So the Mr. Pandaria had just come out and shit. And yeah. I was heavy into it. It did take a good like year of my life. It's like soup short. It's so short. So when I first got my PC, the reason I wanted a PC to start with was to play WoW, and then I got into it and I was like,
to play WoW.
Yeah, wow. But no, fucking the first game I ever had on PC, that was Oblivion.
I don't even know if I've asked you this question properly. Like, why? What made you want to get back in? Get into playing Yu-Gi-Oh again? Like, what was it?
Do you know what I think it was? I think it was at the time, like me and my missus, like she used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid, so she started watching it again at one point, and then like a couple of months later, I'd run out. I do actually watch quite a lot of anime now. I think about it. I ran out of anime to watch. It's like Tokyo Ghoul wasn't out for a while. Fucking finished Attack on Titan, One Piece I'm waiting for weekly and shit like that. So I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'll have a flick through Netflix.
You know they cut if you're watching it on Netflix, they cut off the end of the season.
No, I'll watch through Netflix. I'll look through Netflix, but like I'm watching it in Japanese anyway because I can't stand 4 kids.
Yeah.
I cannot stand 4 kids. Yeah. So I got back into it for that, and I thought, you know what, fuck it. And then me and my mate were walking around shops and stuff, and we're looking in game shops, like a guy who I work with, and we were both just looking around shops, and we were looking at like card games and shit, like in Waterstones and stuff.
Yeah.
And seeing like the Yu-Gi-Oh packs and like the Pokemon packs. That's fun.
We'll continue in just a moment. Right. Continue. You were talking about you were looking at anime, Japanese
porn. No.
And you were looking at how you had a rant about 4 kids saying no shit.
Oh yeah. I remember where we were now. Yeah. So like so I got back into watching it, and then I got to the point where I was saying I was walking around the shops with my friend.
Oh yeah.
And we was back in Tesco's anyway, and he was buying purchase presents, and we were just looking at like the Pokemon cards and shit. And then like I phoned him the next day. I was like, I might pick up some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And he's like, do you play or anything? Or would you be? No, I said, would you be willing to get into it? And he's like, mate, I play it all the time. Yeah, I didn't even know. And then he's like, I got like 3 decks. He's like, yeah, buy some. He's like, just buy yourself like a little deck. And then like a structure deck, and I'll give you like shit tons of cards, and we'll build you a deck and stuff. Like he was wow hyped. So I got to his and he gave me a deck box, loads of sleeves and shit. And I was like, right, sorted me out, and I was like, yeah, sweet. And then that's when in turn I did the same things for like.
I think you got Cal. Like I think you
I got Cal into it, yeah.
And then I was kind of like, oh yeah, I'm interested in. And we went to Smith's. I was like, all right, he's gonna get that. Now they're gonna be 2 of them. I was like, I'll bring my cards in. Have a bash. Yeah. And now I'm back into it again. Like I kind of do that shit with loads of stuff, but Yu-Gi-Oh for definitely, it's something that challenges me. But like the only problem I had with Yu-Gi-Oh, which is why I stopped, was one, having people to play with regularly. Yeah. Because I didn't have a car, so I couldn't go and meet them. Like, and even though like
but now you go to college.
It does cost to go to town to Oasis all the time, and also I was working, so stopped doing that. And then also the other thing is that if you wanted to keep up with newer stuff, it's expensive.
Yeah,
that's true. It was that or video games, and I was like,
video games. Yeah.
But I'm kind of dropping off a bit on video games a little bit when it comes to. I'm trying to get more worth out of them. Yeah, like playing them and stuff like that. But definitely Yu-Gi-Oh is something I'm interested to get back into. But this time doing it differently. Like before, I was more of a collector.
Now you're doing it to play and build decks.
Yeah, and being more like, okay, I'm getting this card for this reason. Yeah. Rather than being like, okay,
I just want this card because it's shiny. Yeah.
Or because it costs more.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Which I think that's what Joe's kind of doing, and I'm like, you don't need to do that.
You don't need the expensive cards necessarily.
Or like, for me, it doesn't matter how much a card's worth. Unless if it's meta and it's worth like 50 quid or something, then yeah, I could be like, okay.
But if it's useful.
Yeah. Like, if you're trading for it, don't go by card worth, because at the end of the day, they all probably cost the card on their own. No, like, external things. Overall, it costs them, like, what? £1 to make?
If that, yeah.
Because it's just the artwork, the foil, and that's it. It's nothing for them. And they charge, what, £3 a pack?
Yeah.
Is it? Or am I thinking of Pokemon?
No. Do you guys?
So I know you can get 3 for 10, can't you, from
Oasis,
yeah.
But certain shops do different deals, don't they? Do you know what I mean? It's
do you know anywhere else that's cheaper than that? Like, you can get more packs.
No, I heard that there was another shop when I was up there with. I think I was up there with Callum and Joe, and there's another shop at the back of the Oasis.
There is one. Do you know where Moore Street Station is in town?
Yeah.
There's a little side area that's an internet cafe that has people that duel there. Well, I don't know if it has people that duel there, but they play like PC and stuff while they're there.
Yeah.
And that's what don't know.
What happened to the Games Workshop as well in town?
It's moved. You know where Oasis is?
Yeah.
You know where you walk straight into Oasis where we walk? Because we sometimes go from two different directions.
Yeah.
If you go through that market and on the other side, it's there.
Oh, is it?
It's by where there's like a Tesco's local. And that's where it is.
Oh, yeah, I know where the Tesco's is.
It's just there.
I was going to say, because like the last time I was in the Games Workshop, like this is talking years ago now, is when it used to be inside of the actual ball ring.
Yeah, it was
just before the bridge.
Yeah, I remember that. And they moved it because they needed a bigger store. And also, Forbidden Planet used to be next to it, where it is now. And then they moved up to the area that's a little bit further on up.
Yeah, by the tram station.
Yeah. But
Tokyo Toys is okay. I mean, it's just expensive.
It's more anime, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Tokyo Toys like the anime shop, and then
Oasis is kind of a bit of everything.
Oasis is a mix, and then you've got Forbidden Planet, which is more comic book related and more that sort of universe related. Like,
I'm into so many different things there. Are you into anything? Like, are you into a lot of different things apart from gaming and like Yu-Gi-Oh and that? Are you into just something that you tussle in with?
As in,
like, for me, it's comics.
Oh yeah, I read comics and stuff. Like, I collect a lot of Deadpool.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, I collect quite a bit of Deadpool.
I haven't shown you my collection, have I?
Yeah,
obsessed. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've got a fucking big one.
And then I've got some of the compendiums for Walking Dead. Books better than the series. I stopped watching the series. It just drained me.
That's why I stopped. Like,
I'd rather just read the comics.
And I've also got no desire to continue watching
graphic novels for those.
Because I think it's so mainstream. It's like I can't unless I'm up to date with it. It's like it's already spoiled.
I don't know. I don't know. I always feel like a follower as well when I say the word like mainstream, because I don't know. You know, there's being mainstream, which is being a follower, but then there's the people who are saying, oh, that's mainstream. It's like, oh, so you're a follower like because you're against mainstream shit.
Oh yeah,
like,
I know what you mean.
It's so much bullshit.
Like when I talk about mainstream, I talk about.
Why can't the world just be simple again?
I talk about like where it appeals to people that only know it as a show.
Yeah.
Or with Game of Thrones, people that I know that watch it that aren't really interested into anything else.
Yeah.
They're just interested in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And like. If it's like your everyday people that watch it that don't, because we're so specific in what we do, like we're so like specific in what we do, and then that makes you feel like even more of a nerd.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I don't really care about being called a nerd or a geek anymore. It's fucking I
can accept it now because
damn straight.
I used to get. I didn't get.
Tim the Date's better than being a fucking chav or a roadman.
There's better things to. I'm not like destroying my life by buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards or comics and stuff. Like I'm not instead of buying drugs and shit. But
it's not always just drugs, is it? It's like when people spend needless money on like I don't know, like clothes or just bullshit like that.
Yeah, like
it's like there's so many things. It's not a waste of money. Fair enough. Maybe it is because it's not something that's suited to life, but entertainment is a life purpose. People crave entertainment. Mm-hmm. It's just people find joy in other things, so they find it a waste because it's not something they'd spend money on. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a waste for everything else. It's like I find it pointless. Like when, I wouldn't say pointless. I can see the appeal and why people do it. When people buy football shirts to go to a football game, it's like doing that. Yeah,
I know what you mean. Do you think that's something that's ingrained into humans?
Well, as we're learning about as well in Alan's lessons, people crave entertainment. We don't know why. People love to be entertained. Like no one will sit in a room and still be sane after staring at like 4 blank fucking walls.
Yeah.
People crave something to keep
even
them
another person.
Yeah.
Like just talking about. Oh man, it's so thick. Like because you look at your primal needs, don't you? Like food, water, rest, like. And like live and survive and whatever, but then you look at stuff that isn't that like we crave entertainment, but like I'd love to see the perspective of someone that lives in a third world country. Like, do they have the same crave or primal needs that we do? Like, they probably do.
I mean, maybe, but on a different extent. Like, rather than like us going to see a film or playing games, they'll like actually engage in activities outdoors and stuff. Like, I'm not saying that doesn't happen in the UK or any other first world country. Like, it's just like they still go out and do stuff. Like, and then there's probably still stories and stuff. And like, I mean, I can't really give a good perspective on it, but from what you see on like not the Nature Channel. The fucking documentary channels and shit where they'll have like the fucking, I don't know what it is, like the fire party shit.
Oh yeah, like it's their like culture and stuff like that.
They still crave entertainment to an extent. Everyone craves entertainment.
Like football to them is like God. Yeah. Like when you see a lot of the charity shows and they've been given footballs and stuff, it's like that's how we feel when it comes to like certain things, doesn't it?
Yeah. Playing Destiny 2.
Me and Overwatch.
Yeah.
Like I have. Like that's just crazy. That blows my mind that there's so many different things in the world, but that you can be so relatable.
Yeah, it's like you get people who don't even enjoy video games at all.
And like, it's not, obviously it's hard for me to think why, because they're awesome. But you know what I mean. But you
everyone has a different preference.
It's probably because they like something else.
Yeah.
But like that's one thing I don't like. You know, it goes in when we talk like when we haven't really talked about politics, but like when I don't know anything about it, and like I know a little bit as I've gotten older, but I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not completely clued up.
I'm not going to talk about something and try and talk it out my. Like Michael's probably the most clued up, and probably Elson as well.
Politically, yeah.
Yeah, politically, they're probably the most clued up, and it's like I just argue with what makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just, mate, we're going proper deep in this. We've been smoking some bud or something like. Before the podcast.
Well, it's getting deeper and deeper into
conversation. It's like every next topic's going down a hole.
That's how these things are meant to work, though, aren't they?
You just see what happens.
Dive into the rabbit hole and see where it goes.
But yeah.
What about you then? What you've been playing?
Mate, I haven't actually said that.
I questioned the questioner.
Well, it's like I didn't do it on Thursday. I asked everyone, but then I was thinking to myself.
I didn't
fucking say anything. Like, I'm supposed to like put my opinions on stuff of what I've been doing. I haven't said shit, but for me, I've been on a grind of playing a few games. I've been playing Cuphead every so often, trying to beat like a boss or every so often, like because they're it's really fun. I've been on.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's solid but fun. It's like even if you die, you're like. And then once you figure out the mechanics of the level, it's then down to your skill.
I've seen how it's played because every level works differently.
And when you ramp up the difficulty as well, like there's an expert mode, and it adds one extra level of mechanic onto the level. My friend's playing through, and he's trying to do it without getting hit. Jesus. So it's like it's nuts if you can do that. But I've been playing. I played a lot of Destiny. Quite a while, but most recently I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh online or just building decks.
That Waigo Pro.
Yeah. I used to call it Yu-Gi Pro because that's what I used to remember it as. Yeah. I think they changed the name of it or whatever.
Yeah, it's literally just Waigo Pro now.
And the only other thing is playing Total War Warhammer, which is a strategy game, an army strategy game. And that's also really fun because I kind of lose myself in that.
I've actually got one of it's not as big as the Battlefield ones, but did you ever play Blood Bowl?
Oh yeah. I've heard of it. I haven't played it, but I do know that they're bringing out the second one that's coming out, and it's supposed to do with like, is it like chess / bowling or like something like turn-based?
No, it's chess / American football.
Yeah,
but it's with all the stuff from Warhammer Universe because it is made by the same creators. I'm pretty sure. And so I've been playing. That's quite fun. It's on Xbox. I got the first one, and it is 2-player. So like, if you ever did pick it up when it comes on, I bought it when it was on offer. I think it's like £5, £10 on disc.
Yeah, to be fair, it's probably going to drop on Black Friday or something.
Yeah, so if you could pick it up, then like fucking that'd be cool. Like to have some like strategy games like against each other and stuff.
Look, I really love chess. Like I can play chess. That's why Yu-Gi-Oh like really appeals because it's not just looking at chess. Chess is so basic.
It's looking at strategy on a whole and what you can do with more expanded. Because
when I compare Yu-Gi-Oh to chess, it's basic in the sense of, I don't mean like chess is a basic game, but there's so many different things that you can learn within chess. But I'd rather learn that in Yu-Gi-Oh because pictures and the math and stuff is so much more interesting.
And not just that. It's like chess. You're set with these soldiers to say. Whereas like even like Warhammer or fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, even Pokemon I'd say to an extent, you choose your pieces essentially. Do you know what I mean?
That's something that really appeals to me.
And then by backing them up with spells and traps, you choose how them pieces work.
Mm-hmm. But then I'm like you when it comes to having a backlog of stuff. Like I'm super backlog on it. But to be fair, from January to say April, May time, I was killing it like with completing games. Like I think I beat.
I'd say last year was my big year for gaming.
I beat Shadow of Mordor, not Shadow of War. Shadow of War's out now.
Yeah.
I beat Shadow of War, Final Fantasy 15, like all the achievements and everything on them.
Really?
Far Cry Primal. I did Sherlock Holmes.
I'm still only like a quarter way through Final Fantasy 15. I need to get through it. I've even got the deluxe edition. Like I fucking when I bought it, I got the season pass and everything, and I was hyped to play it. And I've like paid a quarter of it and just got fucking backlogged a load because like the start of this year I was working in factories on nights.
Oh yeah.
So when I did pick it up, like it come out just like it was just before December last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just before last year. I think or 2015. No, last year, just before last year.
Yeah, and around that time I was in full time work, and then like I was working nights as well, and then it's like I had like pretty much my day would be fucking
sleep during it.
Go work, sleep as soon as I got home, have a shower, go to sleep after about an hour because I had to dry off because my hair's a bastard to dry. So I'd like, and then I'd have I'd have like a little bit of food, and then not too much because I'd stay awake, sleep, wake up, and then when everyone else is having dinner, that dinner's like pretty much my breakfast.
Yeah,
and then I'd play a bit of games, maybe watch an episode or something, and then straight to work, and then repeat. And then like it comes to the point where I mean, the only bonus is I had like a 3-day weekend. I had Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I didn't have to work any of them. I only work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights. So I was still working until the morning. So like Fridays, I'd get a lift down to work with my dad, and then I'd catch the train, go see my missus, like pick her up a breakfast from Mackey's. But then like she'd be up for the day about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and I'd just be getting to fucking bed.
Yeah, that must fuck your body clock.
It really did, and like it was just bad. It was bad for everything. It was bad for my social life. It was kind of bad for my relationship because I was just asleep all the time. It's like she'd and then when she was awake, you know, I'd be up with her for a while, and she'd stay up a bit later, and then like she'd go to sleep. No, she'd go to sleep. Like this is on the Fridays and Saturdays and Sunday as well, and like she'd go to sleep, and I'm fucking still up for another good couple of hours, like not being able to sleep, and then I'd sleep again, and then repeat, and like it's just like we ended up spending hardly any time together. So should we go to the cinema tonight? And I was like, yeah, and I've got half fallen asleep through films and shit.
What did you do at the factory then? Just regular shit factory work?
It was just packing and stuff. So picking and packing. So like it was shit. I mean, I was on like 400 quid a week there, so that's good for me. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I can't complain. Like the only good thing was the wage, but it just ruined my life. Like, even my gaming social life, everything was just like fading. It's like I was just becoming like a shell that went to a factory, come home, went to bed, and just spent my money on useless shit that I wouldn't even play.
What was the point that made you that you were like, nah, I've got to do something to change?
The point when they said, oh, we want you to start working 5 nights rather than 4, and I went, yep, see ya.
Oh man,
it's like I haven't got enough of life as it is.
Yeah, I can see why that. Like my friend who I work with, his body clock's stupidly messed. Like he'll go to bed at 6 in the morning, and he'll wake up at like 12 or half 12 and stuff, and then that's him for the rest of the day. Like he'll stay up until 6 again the next day because he doesn't do anything. He's not back at uni until December because he did another unit or something, and something crosswayed with the work and stuff, so he has to do this unit, and then he can start his second year or third year in December. So he's got like 3 months where that's all he does. It's just he will play or watch he watches a big UFC fan, so he stays up and watches that. Yeah. Stays up till 6 in the morning, then goes to bed, and then wakes up at that time. Well, I couldn't do that anymore though. I used to do it. I think I got to the point where, so I used to work weekdays at the hospital at the QE where we live, and I was doing 4/7, and it wasn't the going to and from that bothered me. It was that it was such an awkward time in the day. Yeah. It wasn't like 7:10, it's right at the end of the day. It finishes right at the end of the day. It was like you start awkwardly and end awkwardly.
Yeah, you start mid-afternoon and mid-late afternoon and then finish mid-evening.
So like if you want to go and do stuff, like I'm still big into sport now, but like, I think it was so if I wanted to do coaching, for instance, if I wanted to go to a school after like 3:15 to do an after school club, that would be an hour finishes at 4:15, I wouldn't be able to go to work and I wouldn't be able to do it. So that's why I stopped doing coaching and that, because I wasn't having fun with it, and also my work, and that's why I wanted to switch to weekends. And now I'm got to the point where, even though I enjoyed doing my weekend shifts, I still want to do stuff during the weekend. But I enjoy my weekend shifts as much more than weekdays. Yeah. For definite. But I can imagine, I used to stay up over the weekend late, and when I didn't have a job, because I've only been in the job since last September, and I had a whole year where I wasn't doing anything, or more or less for the whole summer of last summer, not just gone 2016. That I was up to 3 or 4 in the morning.
Just playing games and stuff. Yeah,
and just being depressed because I hadn't got a job.
Yeah, it's fucking it's horrible. Yeah.
And it's just shit though, it's just shit.
I mean, the only good thing about the factory job and the nights and stuff was I was always up for a night out on the weekend, because I was always awake at that time.
Oh yeah, you're there hanging at 4 o'clock and you're like, I'm fine.
Yeah, so let's get fucking drinking! But nah, that was the only good thing, because but then it felt weird because it was midday drinking for me in my body clock, and it's so I couldn't even enjoy a drink anymore necessarily, because it's I just woke up. And then I'd wake up about 4 in the afternoon after getting to bed about 7, 8 in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
And then so realistically for me, I'm pretty much drinking 2 hours into my 3 hours into my morning.
Waking up, that fucks you up.
Yeah. Right? So that just wasn't healthy at all either. And I was just, I was losing a lot of vitamins because I went in the fucking sun. So it was just making me ill as well. I was constantly getting colds and stuff, constantly stuffed up. It was just horrible. So I'm glad.
That was like me. When I first switched to weekends, I didn't have anything else to do in the week apart from a driving lesson. So I was staying up till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and your body just starts to deteriorate.
Yeah.
Me personally, some people can deal with it, and I was just after a while I was deteriorating.
Started to feel shit.
And then when I started college, I was like, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm gonna start going to bed at a
reasonable
11.
time. Yeah.
The latest I go to bed is 12 or 1 o'clock, and that's if I'm
I mean, I ain't got that much restraint. I still stay out till 4 in the morning sometimes, don't get me wrong. But it's occasional, but a lot of the times I'll try and get to sleep for about 12-ish.
Yeah, because you get at least, if you're waking up
I want at least 8 hours.
From where I live from the college, it's 5-minute walk, 10-minute walk.
Yeah.
So I try and get at least 7-8 hours of sleep, and I've been doing it since the start of September, and I feel fucking rejuvenated.
Well, last night I've only had 3 hours sleep today.
I know, yeah. She probably stayed up quite late, didn't you?
Yeah.
She stayed up quite late last Friday, though, didn't you? Or last Thursday to going into Friday, doing Ruben's work.
No, it was Tuesday.
Oh, was it Tuesday?
Oh, no, Thursday as well, yeah. With Ruben's work, I stayed up till 3 in the morning.
That was after the podcast?
No, it's 4:30 in the morning. Me and George were talking on our Discord. And then Nisha's work, I'd completely forgot about assignment until the last day. So, fuck. So, I just did an all-nighter. I literally didn't... I think, I don't remember from 6:30 to 7:30 when my dad come in and woke me up, so I didn't wake up to my alarms.
Oh, right.
It was so I must have fell asleep for an hour.
Oh, right. It happens though, doesn't it? Sometimes
just blackout.
It's
not healthy.
One of the nights I fell asleep and my missus was saying, why did I have a pair of glasses underneath me? And obviously I wear glasses, so I must have fallen asleep and they did just come off.
Yeah.
And she's got a thing in her back. And I was like, I probably just fell asleep. I don't realise. But the only thing that I'm trying to do now is the gym and going swimming and stuff. Trying to not exactly be gym lad, get hench motherfucker.
Just be a little bit in shape.
But just be a bit in shape and have the energy. Because when you do run, when you're running and stuff, I think I was doing it too early in the morning. I remember that first couple of weeks of college, and I was just running in the morning. I was coming in, I was just knackered.
Yeah.
And I was just drinking loads. I want to drink loads now, drink loads of water, but make sure I go to the gym when I'm a bit more awake and not forcing myself to do it, so it's a bit more enjoyable.
Yeah.
And I like what I eat, but I gotta restrict myself so I don't eat fat shit. You know what I mean?
I'm like that. Yeah. I mean, if I have any chance, I'll slam down a steak. I will.
Oh mate, good quality steak.
Do you know what? I think I'm just gonna phone home tonight, and just be like, look, don't cook dinner for me. And when it's because on the way home from work, I'm buying myself a steak, motherfucker. I'm really considering.
What do you have with your steak? Do you have anything? Do you
I like the way
thick cut chips?
I cook it myself. I do, I really.
Would you have it? I mean,
really enjoy cooking.
What's your
I go blue. I do.
I do, yeah.
I really do. I just like see it on the outside and then just fucking raw in the middle. I'd eat my steak mewing. Do you know what I mean? just wipe the cow's ass and put it on my plate. But no, like, when I get cooking, like, obviously you got to fucking oil it up first. You oil up your pan, get that fucking raring, like, blazing, so you can just sear it off, like, wang it straight in there. And then,
do you put any seasoning on it?
Oh, yeah, you got to fucking salt and pepper it up. I don't tend to use herbs that much. I mean, just roll it round, make sure you rub it in properly. I mean, I don't give a fuck about the blood on my hands. And then before that, I'll like put my mushrooms and my peppers in the pan. Oh. My diced up mushrooms and peppers.
Yeah.
They're nicely pan-seared with like a knob of butter as well. So they're all nicely pan-seared and they're all nice fried up. And then you wang your steak in and about 20 seconds on each side, maximum. Sometimes shorter, and then just flip it over. Fucking drizzle the butter juice and like the little bit of oil that's still on it, and it's obviously it's all the juices off the mushrooms as well, and the bit off the peppers, and then flan that over. Take your steak out, put an egg in. After you got your mushrooms and peppers out, and then rather than like just having it like a runny egg, I cook both sides when I'm doing it with my steak. Lay that on top of my steak, get that out, and then get my steak cut chips out the oven. And then...
Oh mate, do you have like peas or beans or anything with it?
No, that's it.
You just have them.
That's it. Occasionally, I'll put a corn on the cob with it as well. You can't beat nice corn on the cob. And then that is more steak dinner. That's Jake's guide to a steak. That is fucking next Gordon Ramsay.
I think that's a really good place to end it. Your perfect dinner. You're going away hungry. Make our viewers go away hungry. But it's been good, man. I've enjoyed talking for the past few minutes. It's not overly long. We won't sit here.
That's a nice short one.
Yeah. I like doing these little short ones. Or like it'd be some point where.
Well, when you come over to my mum, like, we'll all chip in some money and we'll get some steaks.
Oh mate, that's a plan.
Beer and steak.
Absolute plan. But thank you so much for watching the Brocast. Have you got anything to promote? You're trying to get your YouTube up and
running I'm trying to get my YouTube up. I'm currently changing my name. At the moment it's Froboy, I believe, or one word. I'm currently changing it to Mr. Struggles though. Struggles is my last name. So, peace anyway, dude.
What about your Facebook? Like, you don't want to nip ruin it when people stalking you?
I mean, I don't want people. If you want to stalk me, you can stalk me, but I don't think anyone can spell my name. So
I was asking you before the start.
You can fucking spell my name, so it doesn't really matter. So
thank you so much for watching, guys, and Jake will be back on Thursday when we do our weekly podcast where I'll have topics, fun, and all that shit. So like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys soon. Peace.